Hello everybody, Miss Jackie Russell here, and welcome to my channel. And hey guys, I hope y'all are having a great day. Today I have a mystery box. Yeah, we just had the mystery box bonanza collab, but today I'm having another mystery box. Now I found this on QVC and it was shipped to me, and it is a Larura Geller Mystery Box. That's right, they had a Larura Geller Mystery Box. I had looked up mystery box and that's what it brought up, and I thought, hey, I'm going to take a look at that. And so we're going to open this up. Now on that day it was on sale for $39.98. It's $120 value, give or take. And they had a $10 coupon on there for me, so I ended up getting this mystery box from Larura Geller for $29. By the time I paid my tax and shipping, it was $36. So also I want you to let you know that if you like what's in here, my mystery gift, which technically it's not a 100% mystery, because if you click on the link, I think it will show you what's in there. It did for me. But I purchased it anyways, even though it wasn't going to be a complete mystery anymore. But that's what they called it, was a mystery box by Larura Geller, and it's all packed up in this bubble wrap here inside the box so that it's all taken well care of. And we're going to take a look at what I got. I think I get 5 pieces for $39.95. I think now it's $43.98. If you go there today, you're going to see that it's on sale. They still have it, but it's $43.98. But keep in mind, there may be coupons that pop up that you can get it for a lower price. So always, you know, if they ask for your email or something, you might want to send it off to them so you can get a discount. This one did not require me to do that, so I was very happy about that. There is something in here. It says Larura Geller. It says Kajal Longwear Eyeliner, so apparently I'm getting that. And its ingredients is a dark brown, and then it's going to give me all the ingredients. Now why it's got this in there, I'm not real sure, but I do think that Kajal eyeliner is something kind of very popular or well known with her line. I got an at-long lash, so I got a volumizing mascara. I got the Kajal Long Wear Eyeliner, which it's in brown is what I got. It's got it in multicolors though, as you can see there. And then I got a Larura Geller lip, and I guess this is a lip gloss. I don't think it's a lipstick. And it's in Magic Mauve. And it says a gorgeous gloss that'll never go out of style. And so, oh, and I got this. Let's see what's in here. I got a baked blush to bronze, so blush and bronze. So it's a 2-in-1 marble. So I got these 4 products as far as beauty, and we're going to work with it today. And then I also got a brush. And this is Put Your Best Face Forward by Larura Geller. And I'm going to do a get ready with you today. I don't have any makeup on. I've already cleansed my face and moisturized it. There's no foundation. The only thing I do have on is concealer on my eyes, and I don't even know if you can tell that. But I am going to put on a full makeup look for y'all today using what I got from Larura Geller. Now I'm assuming this is a blush brush. It says a dual-ended blush and bronzer brush. So we'll be using that today. And since I got it, we might as well use it. Let me see if there's any specifics they tell about these products. It tells a little bit about the bake process, and I guess a lot of you have already familiar with that. The Kajal eyeliner is supposed to receive a dramatic eye look with Kajal eyeliner, and you get the long lash mascara before finishing your full face look with a swipe of the modern classic lip gloss. So I brought in some others of my Larura Geller, and of course we're going to go through all this, but I want to open these up probably as I'm going to use them, but I do want to show them to you right now so that you can get an idea what we're looking at. And if you don't want to do the get ready with me, then you can move along. I will tell you all, I'm 64 years old, and I do like makeup products and beauty, and that is our wand for our mascara. And I will be using this mascara in just a little bit. This here is the Modern Classic Lip Gloss, and like I told y'all, this is in Magic Mauve, and we're going to take a look at this. And let's see here, this is in a nice pretty color. That's going to be so pretty. And then this is what it looks like on the doe foot. And there's a little bitty swipe of it on my wrist there. So it's a nice mauve color. So, and it's a gloss, it said. So it looks like a gloss color. I'm going to wipe that off so I don't get anything on my clothes. And then, of course, we got the eyeliner, which is the Kajal Long Wear Eyeliner. And I've never used a Larura Geller mascara or eyeliner. So this will be very interesting. This is what it looks like. And, of course, it has her name on it. And that it is an eyeliner. And this one is in the brown. So we're going to be going for kind of a natural look today. I am going to use that eyeliner. And then the last item was the Baked Blush and Bronze. And let's see what this looks like for those of you that might want to move along. But remember, you can get this at QVC is where I got it. And QVC.com, I guess. And then Larura Geller. I just put in mystery boxes in the search, and it brought up the Larura Geller. And I bought it from there. So I didn't know they sold mystery boxes. But this is my blush bronzer. So that is very interesting color. And I will tell you, I brought in other Larura Geller products that I'm going to work with today. So this is my blush bronzer that I'm going to use. And I may use it for my bronzer because I have the Larura Geller Liquid Press-On Blush, which is really nice. And this is in Practical Pink. And then I have brought in the brush that she uses for her foundations that I got in my Icon kit. And I do have a video that talks about the Icon kit and another get ready for Larura Geller. Whoops, with Larura Geller in that one. And then here I have my foundation. I had the Bake, Balance, and Brighten medium color is what I use. And this is what it looks like. And then I also have the Larura Geller Baked Body Frosting Face and Body Glow. And this here just kind of adds a little bit like a tan. You could almost probably use that as a blush too. But I used it as an all-over effect, and it gave me kind of like a tan effect. So, which I liked. I don't know if I'll use that or not today, but I have that Larura Geller product with me. And I have brought Larura Geller lipstick. So I have a lipstick that I can put on first with her lip gloss. And we can see how it looks. Let me see. This here is a Jelly Bomb is the color, and I think it's in Bliss. And the other thing that I brought is I have a new Larura Geller, the Classic Casual Collection. Now, this was sent to me in a Curator box, and I just never have used it. I've had it set aside, and today I'm going to use it. It is the Casual Collection, beige and brown, and I really don't even know how much the value is on this, but I don't know, maybe $50. I really don't know because it came in that box, and it's been so long, I'm not sure. It could just be $40. I just don't know. But this are casual browns, and as you can see, there's quite a few in there. So we're going to have probably, I guess you could say, a natural smoky look. And I do have another Larura Geller palette with me in here. I don't think I'm going to use this, but I will tell y'all one thing. I am known for a pop of color. I do like to have a little color. So I may use one of these pinks on here. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to commit to that. We're going to get started and see how it looks. Now, the first thing that I need to do is put on my primer. The Larura Geller has this Speckle Skin Perfecting, Hydrate, Moisturizing, Replenish Primer. And I put this on first. When I'm going to use Larura Geller, I try to use her products because I feel like this is probably going to work in conjunction with her baked powders that you put on for like your baked foundation. And I may have put too much of this on. I may have to go way on down here, which I usually do cover my neck with the primer because I'm going to be putting this all over whenever I put on the foundation. So anyways, I don't even know if I welcomed y'all to my channel. Sometimes I get so focused on what I'm going to do and thinking about it that I forget to do that. So if I have forgotten to welcome you, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here today, and please consider subscribing if you're interested in unboxings and reviews of different kinds of products. I just reviewed the Gona jewelry, which this is just a beautiful, beautiful jewelry piece, and you can see that in my last video, maybe one or two ago. I'm not sure how far back, but I just love it. It is just so pretty. But we do those kind of things. We do beauty, we do lifestyle boxes, and then I get reviews of other products. Like Level 8 had a suitcase sent over to me, a little travel case. So there's other things that we do here, but that just gives you an idea. I do collaborations with other channels and with other businesses, of course. And we do Mass Mondays here, which is a skincare and just kind of get to know me day. But anyways, I've got that on. It seems to be settling in good. The next step that I'm going to do is take the foundation, which is the Larura Geller, and this is the Baked, Balanced, and Brightened foundation. And I do have her brush here that she sent with that icon kit, and it works really well. I really like it, and you just kind of pat some on there, and then you just start putting foundation on, literally. If you want light coverage, you can just do a little bit. If you want more coverage, then you just keep adding more. And sometimes that's what I do, is I just keep adding and adding because I want to get my right color. And like I said, I've already got my concealer on, and that was Estee Lauder's Double Wear Stay concealer, which I use. That's pretty much the only concealer I use. I might have some other ones, but I don't recall using too many. I have used the Tarte's good, and I've used a couple of others. I think I even got one from Temu one time that I used. But you can see this is giving me some coverage all over. Make sure I get up here a little bit in my hairline since I've got my hair pulled up today. But can you tell that I'm getting some nice little color off of it? And if I want more, you just keep putting it on. And it works really good. And then sometimes I do put it down here. I'm going to lift up my necklace and just put a little bit on right through here on top of my psoriasis there. It's not going to hurt it. It's really nice, and I guess you could say calming. It works really good. And as you can see, I'm getting some nice coverage. Now I think that's good enough. So I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to go and use her blush. We're going to see how this does. Now she did send a blusher brush and a contour brush, and I'm not sure which is which. I'm going to use this for the blush. Does it say which end? Blush, bronzer. Well, if you go in the order of the way it's written on there, this might be the blush. So we'll do this one. And you can see, sometimes you see that little powder picking up, and it's on the brush there, as you can see. And I'm just going to brush upward, and I'm looking in a mirror over here, just in case you want to know what I'm doing, looking over there for. And I'm going to put some up here. And then while I've got this, I'm going to stop. And I am going to show you the Larura Geller blush that's practical pink. And this is like a liquid blush. And you just twist that dial. And then you can just pat some pink on in this case. And I'm just going to put a little of this on so y'all can see it. It gives you a nice little glow, like a little healthy glow, and I like that. And I'm going to let that dry down a little bit. And while that's drying down, I'm going to take this, I'm going to use this for my bronzer and a little contouring. And I'm going to go underneath my chin with it. And I'm going to go a little bit over my forehead, like I got a little sun-kissed look there. And yeah, it's just going to add a little more color to it. And then I'm going to take it again and I'm going to go over what I just put on, just for a little more depth. And let's see, did I use this? The Body Glow. I may use this for some of the bronzing as well. And tone this down a little bit, maybe give me a little bit more color. Go down my nose with this. And this is supposed to be a body glow. And so you can put this all over your body, and I'm putting it along here as well. And just blending it all in. So now that's my face part, and I'm not sure if I'm just 100% pleased, but that's the way it is. So we're going to see how that goes. And it's not like, you think that it's loose on your face, it's not. It's like soaked in, and it looks like I have a suntan now almost. Now, time for the eyeliner. That's usually what I use next. I'm not sure what you all use. And I don't know if this is an eyebrow too, but it says that it is an eyeliner. So I did bring my $1 billion BBB eyeliner or brow liner that I use, and I'm just going to put some of that on real quick before we get going any further. And I made a little bit of boo-boo coming down over there, so I'm going to need a Q-tip. Hold on. I use Q-tips when I make an arrow. See that up there? I'm going to wipe that off of there, because it's not supposed to be there. And you can kind of correct things, just so you know. If you make a little boo-boo, it's not the end of the deal. You can correct it. So, and like I said, I use Q-tips. Other people use their concealer. Everybody has a different format. But this is my, I guess, foundation look with my powders and everything on that I have now. Now we're going to go in with the Kajal Larura Geller eyeliner, and I'm going to have to look over here, okay, so I can see what I'm doing. And I did bring some powder, but I don't think I'm going to need the powder because I use powder foundation. And I'm going to bring my mirror over here so I can see a little bit better with this liner. And yeah, I definitely have a bronzed effect going on with this Larura Geller baked foundations, baked blushers and bronzers. So here we go. I go half over and down. I'm going to make it a little thicker today. And I go half under. Okay, that's my liner. It's a little thicker, I think, on one side. So I'm going to try to correct it out. And I'll probably have to use my Q-tip to kind of correct it a little bit. And I'm going to bring this down a little bit on this other side. I do usually just do half my lid because, and I've told many of y'all this, because I have small eyes. But the one side is a little big, so I am going to, got the puppies out so you'll be hearing them. I am going to correct that a little bit. Yeah, that brought it in a little bit, so that was good. And I did bring my Estee Lauder cream color in here. I also brought the blue. You know, they're two-toned, and I like that light blue. And I have blue on today. I think I'm going to put blue just to add a little color. Just do something a little different on the insides of my eyes. See how that outlined it? Now, I'm going to kind of just leave it like that for now. And then as I'm putting my shadows on, it's going to even itself out, and it's going to look okay. It might look wild right now, but it's going to be okay. And we're going to take a look at this palette and see what I should be using to get my little brown look. I am going to go in with that white way down here on the end, and that's going to be my base. And I don't know what pencils or what, guys. I'm not a makeup artist. I just look and pick up a brush. This here says it is a, I don't know, LR 120 tapered blending. Well, I'm going to use it for my base. So is that blending it all over? I think so. Look at there. Puts on some nice color right away. I'm going to go all the way up. I'm going to lighten up on the inside of my eyes. I'm going to have to look over here, guys. Otherwise, there's no telling where this makeup's going to end up at, because it's opposite in my mirror there. Okay, now I'm going to go with some of this shiny here and put it on top of the base. And I'm going to do a little of that shiny up here and get me a little shine going on up there. See that? And that was this and this. And then this here's just a base solid that I'll put over here on this side just to blend that in. And this is what we got so far. Now I have to decide what's going to be my crease color inside the eyes there. And I'm not sure what that's going to be. And then I've got another brush here. I guess it's by the same company, but it doesn't have an, oh, there it is. This is a shadow brush, LR 119. I don't even know what brand this is, okay? So don't get me to lying, because I don't know. And I don't know what color to pick, but I think I'm going to pick this color that says Aurora there, that little brown there. I'm going to use that and go inside the crease. And like I told y'all earlier, I do have my puppies out playing. So if you hear them, that's, there they go, that's who that is. My little Parson Russells, they can be very loud. Okay, so yeah, that went on good and strong. It's stronger on one side than the other, so I'm going to pick some up here and go across there. And that helped pull that in a little bit. Okay, so it looks good. Now, there's kind of a shiny hickory color that's next to it. Right there, I'm going to put some of that over it and see what happens. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. A little bit darker. Okay. And I always bring in my handy dandy small little, what I call paintbrush, so to speak. I'm going to go with this color down here on the end, the darkest color that's in here. It's called Cocoa, like a dark chocolate. Let's see how this looks in the inner corners. I always say putting on eye makeup is like painting. You're just painting on your face, painting your eyes, giving it a little color and drama. And I like using a dark color in my corners because it adds depth to my eyes, and I think it helps my eyes look bigger. Now, I don't know if I'm right about that, because like I told y'all, I'm not a makeup artist. I like that. I'm going to take that and go way on the inner side and just line underneath there. You see what I'm doing? I'm just going within the line of the crease. and putting some of that on there. Now I'm going to have to do some blending. As you can see, I've kind of made a little mess, so I got to get my blender brush again, and I'm going to take some of that light color right here and go over that and blend it out, and it's going to add a little shine to it too. And I'm going to put a little bit more white in there, and I'm going to try to blend that out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, some of it does have some sparkle. It surely does. And that brown is almost like a mauve color in the corners there. So that's how that's kind of ending up looking. I'm going to take this white and go through here, and that's kind of going to cover over my blue a little bit, just toning it down a little bit. And it looks like I have I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, okay, I had an empty spot for some reason that just didn't get pulled in good. And I've gone over too far on this one side. So now we're going to have to do some more blending. More blending, more blending. And I'm using that color that has the sparkle in it right here. And I hope I'm not blinding y'all every time I turn that around. But that is my color, and I think I'm going to try this little bitty brush here. I'm going to see what happens if I put like this shade on kind of down the center of my eye. Instead of popping it with a pink or a blue, I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to blend it over. That kind of gave it an orangey effect, I think. And I'm just blending it out. And like I said, I'm not no artist. I'm just doing what I usually do. Now, I'm going to do a little correcting here because it's come out a little bit further than what I wanted. So I'm going to bring it down underneath and pull it in. And I'm going to take that eyeliner that I had from the Larura Geller, and I'm going to go over the top of it again because sometimes you lose your color or your depth of it, of your liner. And I'm going to put that back on. And as you can tell, it came over too high over here. Bring it down. I will say this is a fat liner. I think I'd rather have something a little bit thinner, but that's the way theirs is. I've got a little bit of fallout from my shadows. I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of a wing. Yep. Just a little bit, not much. And then I'm probably going to blend that a little bit more. And then I'm going to use her mascara. I think that's what I'm going to go with for my eyes today. I almost look like I've matched up some of her beauty products of having a marbled look on my eyes. See what I mean? It's kind of all blended all in there. And let me see where that blush is. See how this blush bronzer is? And then the look that I have on my eye almost matches it up a little bit, doesn't it? Don't know if it's supposed to do that, but that's what it looks like. Now we're going to try her mascara. I've never used her mascara. Looking good so far. And I'm assuming this is black. I didn't even look at the color. It may be brown. Maybe I'd have to look on the package. It's black. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure since everything else was, the eyeliner was in brown. You never know. It's hard to find a brown eyelash mascara. a real brown. I do know of a company that makes one, and that's PRIMELASH. Has a true brown mascara. But this is working out really good. And of course, Larura Geller's makeup is for mature women as well. Now, I don't have a link or any kind of affiliation with Larura Geller. I've just been using it, trying it out. So far, I've been liking it pretty good. I heard others, like Mary Catherine Loves Cat, she likes Larura Geller products. So there, what do you think? Pretty good. I like it. Sometimes I just do a dab down here on my eyes down there. Now, okay, I did bring a lip liner in here, and I just got to find it. I did put some lid lifting treatment on my hooded eyes, and this is City Beauty that I use that from, just so you know, y'all might want to know that. Okay, I have my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is a lip liner. This is an 015 blush, Estee Lauder, and it just glides on, and it's just kind of a natural color. It does match my natural lip color pretty good. So we've got our lip liner on, and then I'm going to use the Larura Geller Jelly Balm, and this is like in Bliss. Very pretty color. What do you think? And then we're finally going to use the last product that was in this mystery box, and it is the Larura Geller Lip Gloss, and I think it's going to go real well with this. And it feels real moisturizing, and I really like that when it's real moisturizing. Very nice, very good. So that's my look with Larura Geller, having her blush on, having both of her blushes on, using foundation, the Body Glow, using her Speckle hydrating and moisturizing primer ahead of time, and all the other products that I use. But what I want to feature right now is what was in her mystery box. In her mystery box, you will get a double-ended blusher and bronzer brush. You will get her mascara in black, the Larura Geller mascara in black, which worked really well, I think. You will get the Larura Geller brown eyeliner, which worked out good, I think, too. And then, of course, you will get the Larura Geller lip gloss, and that again was in Magic Mauve. And you will get the blush bronzer that is baked, and it's such a pretty color. So this is your, it's called Tawny Bronze. That is the name of it. And it is your bronzer. It is your baked in bronze marble 2-in-1. So you have both in one, and I use a little bit like in the place of contouring underneath here. So I mean, double use, and then I even put some up here to give myself a bronzed effect up there. But anyway, that's my Larura Geller mystery box. That is my Get Ready With Me. Let me know what's your favorite product out of her mystery box. Mascara, the liner, the gloss, the brush, or this baked blush bronzer duo. Very nice, $120 worth of product. And right now, like I was telling you, you can get it for $43.98, but be sure and look for a coupon. Also, if you have Rakuten, you can save an extra 2% by using Rakuten when you purchase. And I did do that, so I got like an additional 66 cents off or something of my $36. I mean, they'll send it to me is what'll happen. But that is my Larura Geller mystery box, and it was on QVC So be sure and run on over there if you're interested in that. I also want to tell you that I do have a collaboration that's currently out there, and I want to stop and thank you all for being with me today. If you have any questions, be sure and let me know. I really like my look. I think it turned out really nice. Her products are really good, and I do still like Estee Lauder products, but I am finding out that I like the Larura Geller line as well, and I'll have that link for the collab down in my description. But as for today and QVC, my get ready with my mystery box with Larura Geller, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye bye.